Hello people of the internet, it is I, Dragon here, back with more Pokemon Legends, where today we may well be taking on Team Flare Nouveau. The secret evil team? I don't know, there's not really been any defined evil team in Legends yet, but who knows, we might be taking them on today. They are trying to get me go to their old lab, or old hideout, or whatever. But we'll find out how that goes. But first, if you are watching this on the YouTubes, be sure to like this video, comment down below if you have anything to say, subscribe to the channel, it helps me out and lets you know when new vids come out. And if you want to catch me live, you can always check the description down below. There are links to the Twitch and Discord where you can follow or join to get those notifications. But we will now begin. I did say I would be doing something in between streams, and I did so. So I did, in fact, get a Jumbo Variety Pumpkaboo. 2 Jumbo Variety Pumpkaboos. And the funny thing is, their size classification is still considered medium. I essentially had to look up a guide on the matter, and it said just, you know, run around, go based off of the size itself of the Pumpkaboo, not the size classification. Don't catch the Pumpkaboo because that takes it longer to respawn. Just run in. If they're there, they're there. If they're not, run out. And that's what I pretty much did. A Jumbo Variety Pumpkaboo. So this variety carries jumbo-sized spirits to the afterlife in its huge body. How mysterious. That sounds very insulting. Jumbo-sized spirits. Wow. Tail? I don't know how to pronounce that name. Even if they look similar, I can see how these different varieties are indeed different forms. I'm not catching all the different forms. Forgive me. To be honest, I don't really get it, but how could I not be convinced by the size of that Pokemon? From now on, I'll nurture my very own spirit so it's big enough to require a Jumbo Variety someday. From the bottom of my heart, thank you for bringing me a Jumbo Variety Pumpkaboo. Hey, Jigster, welcome to stream. Happy things. Yeah. Getting a Jumbo Variety Pumpkaboo was confusing for me as well. Honestly, I looked up a guide on the matter, because I did catch 2 in the end. 2 Jumbo Variety Pumpkaboos, but it's still only considered medium. So, Lord only knows what that's all about. I'm releasing it, though, because I do not need it. But, yeah, welcome to stream. Happy things. So, just going to go through my decks really quick, make sure I'm not missing anything so far, because I do want the dex completion. Alright, the EVs. I do need to do all the evolutions yet. So far for the living dex purposes, the only thing I'm missing are the various evolutions, most of the Kanto starters, another 2 metal coats, one for Scyther to Scizor, and what was the other one I needed? Oh yeah, one for Onyx to Steelix. This Pupitar to finally evolve. And then the Fennekin line. So I'm getting close to having a total living dex so far. Very, very close. But, let me see. Do I have any other? No, the only mission is that 3-star battle thing, which I am still not quite capable of doing. Yeah, still not quite capable of taking on that one just yet. Wait, what? Why can't I evolve Pupitar yet? Did they lock it? Did they lock Pupitar's evolution or something? Dang. That's annoying. So I've had it in my team for how? I guess I have had it in my team for a while and it hasn't... Oh, no, I took care of that. No, I took care of that mission. Yeah, I took care of that last stream. Oh, I thought there was another reason. No, I took... That mission is done. I kicked that kid's Honedge's hilt? I don't know. Yeah, it's done. So, I just need this Pupitar to frickin' evolve, and then I can work on all the evolutions, which I might be able to do most, if not all of them. It kind of depends, yeah. Fire, Thunder, Water, I don't know if Leaf. Again, ISO... It's essentially, are these 2 Espeon, Umbreon, or are they like Night and Dark, or Night and Day, and Fairy Move for Sylveon? Okay, Leafin, that's good. Alright, but I think there's no better time to go to an abandoned research lab cafe than the middle of the night. I'm sure, again, that Team Flare Nouveau is not waiting to ambush me or anything like that. That's why I went and got my team fully healed up. Just because I don't trust. They're totally planning something. My team is a little bit, I mean, again, I should probably have... we'll have Canis take lead. Media and, Heracles are both above level 70, so that might make things a little too easy. Okay, that's good. I should really check to see if Canis has any better moves. Anything better? Not really. 50, 80, no. Oh. Hey, J6, welcome to stream. Happy things, happy things. 75, yeah, no, and Fly is too good of a defensive move. Yeah, there's really nothing better. This is kind of Canis' best, yeah, Rock Team isn't worth. This is Canis' best setup I can think of right now. Dang. Alright. Team Flare Nouveau's hideout or whatever. There they are. Alright, where's the rest of your squad that I need to beat down? I kept you both waiting for a week. Thank you very much. I imagine you must be asking yourself why you would want to meet you at such a spot. Oh no, I already know. You guys planning to take me out or something. This is Lysander Cafe. It was a very important place for anyone in Team Flare, though now it's an empty storefront. You know, the emotional impact that might be trying to be conveyed here would be more pronounced if his eyes were open or, like, at least looking at this place wistfully. But with just like this, he's no Brock. I'm sorry, he is no Brock. No one has any desire to rent a location so closely associated with a disreputable group. So that means it's cheap. Oh man, once I beat these guys, I get some premium storefront property, it sounds like. This place is probably cheap. And since no one wants it, we've taken liberty of continue... There it is. I knew it. I knew it. Continue to use that as a base for Team Flare, or more rightly, Team Flare Nouveau. You do know about Team Flare, don't you? Of course I do. You're the nutzos that tried to destroy most of the world. What kind of outsider like you know about... Yeah, they're totally gonna attack me. Very defensive about Team Flare. Grizel. Grisham, this kid is our enemy. He's nothing but an obstacle to all the goals we hope to achieve for Team Flare Nouveau. There's no point trying to explain everything to someone like this. Let's just get rid of him. The world has not been kind or forgiving toward those of us who are part of Team Flare. I'm afraid it's all too understandable, sad though it is, that some harden their hearts in response, like Grizel here has done. My apologies. I'm afraid there's simply no stopping Grizel when she's set on a course of action. Though it will mean revealing your battle tactics to me before a promotion match, I must ask, please, won't you grant her the battle she does? Okay, what's with them being all nice and polite? If she wants to fight me so bad, then just fight me. You don't need to ask permission. Gosh. And yeah, I guess it kind of makes sense to be defensive since they were a part of it, but still, like, asking for permission. They're an evil team. They don't know the definition of fair. Fight me. I will and I'll win. I'm gonna burn you to the ground. There won't be enough of you left to fight in the ZA Royale. Okay, so Canis might be a bit in trouble here. Yeah, Canis might be in a smattering of trouble. Talonflame's an okay start, though. That was a quick attack. Prep my next one in case. Camera. Good gracious. And again, Earthquake hitting a Pokemon that is levitating! Yes, I know that technically levitate is not a thing. Also, got a blank G... Thank you for somehow outspeeding. Okay, what is with my team being so slow? Is she just a speed team or something? Gosh. I don't even have the ability to heal. Oh, hey, Pupitar can evolve! Woo! Yeah, she's a speed team. It's not letting me pause or open my menu to heal. Oh. Well, this is... She didn't have a Mega Stone. Gotta win this battle. We can't let anyone stand in our way. Where's her Mega Stone? Oh, she had a ring. I didn't see the ring. It's on the middle finger, too. They had an opportunity there. With the ring on the middle finger, they had an opportunity there if this was a T-rated game. This is ridiculous. Mega Pyroar looks the same, both male and female. That was a male Pyroar, though, so. I lost. My Pokemon lost. That was well fought. I expected nothing less from Team MZ's new ace, the one who seeks to save Lumiose. I'd say it's time for a little coffee break. Voila, one Ember Roast, our signature drink at Nouveau Cafe. They're being very polite now. That should have perked up the Pokemon who battled for us as well. Oh, he's... The idea is put both of their designs together. Okay. Pretty sure Lysander has a Mega Ring for a Keystone. I think he does as well. But I just noticed that they're kind of wearing matching ring keystones, so... Makes you wonder. Is this a confirmed couple in a Pokemon game? Now that we're all feeling refreshed, allow me to teach you about the true history of Team Flare, and what we hope to accomplish. Please, join us inside. Alright. Now is where the grunts are gonna start appearing, right? The fiery red of Lysander's burning passion. That is what fills this Lysander Cafe. And here in this place, I'd like to explain to you why I chose to battle in the ZA Royale. Shall we begin with Team Flare? You see, the group known as Team Flare provided a place for people to come together and help one another, all to achieve a more beautiful world. However, our leader, a man named Lysander, grew disillusioned with humanity over time, as one does. Fearing what the future might bring, he set his sights on a new goal of his own, to reduce the number of people in the world. Go Atia. In the end, Lysander made a truly foolish choice. He chose to use the ultimate weapon. Do you know about the ultimate weapon which nearly burned the Kalos region off the map, and is speculated to be the result of the Great Crater in Paldea? At least that's what fan speculation is. That weapon was AZ's creation. You only see AZ as a kindly figure who has provided you with a place to call home. You know, they could do for our protagonist to have a different expression other than a neutral to slight smile in this revelation. But if he had never built something so horrifying as that ultimate weapon, then Lysander would have never been driven to such madness. Okay, I'm sorry, but that is a blatantly false statement. Like, you are saying that if there was no ultimate weapon, that Lysander wouldn't have tried some other means? Like, oh, I don't know. How about genetically engineering a super weapon Pokemon? Or, oh, what was it? Oh yeah, finding legendary orbs that could control the creator of the sea or the earth. Or, how about trying to get some other orbs that can control the gods of time and space? Or maybe crafting a red chain that can literally dominate the god of Pokemon. It's not AZ's fault. He created a one weapon a long time ago. The other evil teams have had plenty of opportunities to screw up the world on their own. Lysander is a smart man. He has plenty of resources. He probably would have figured something else out. I suppose that's a fair point. And yes, creating his own weapon, exactly, Jakester. And we in Team Flare wouldn't have become society's outcasts. And now it appears AZ is out to save Lumiose, relying on the support of your Team MZ. Honestly, it's laughable. And yes, the Ultra Sun Moon Pro tags are pretty, you know, wide-eyed, blank-faced. My apologies. I imagine you don't know how to respond to such an unexpected outpouring. Oh, I already gave my response, Grisham. If you don't listen to my responses, you know. And of course, you might not even believe a word I've said. No, I believe you. You kind of got that, zealotry about you. That's why I invite you, soul, to witness the truth yourself. Well, yes, but that's the point, though. Lysander obviously went mad, and if it wasn't AZ's weapon, it would have been some other... one of the other various super weapon world-ending things that exists in the Pokemon world. How's that? You'll see. Open sus... I'm sorry. Really? That's really your super secret key phrase to open a hidden lab. Oh, what are we, 10? Beyond that door lies the former Lysander Labs. It was a facility used for research in the days when Team Flare was still active, and it was down there we learned AZ's secrets for ourselves. That is where we learned of the terrible weapon that AZ created. Yeah, I think I might have just button mashed at that point in X and Y. I honestly, X and Y, the actual game was so long ago, dude. You must see the truth with your own eyes if you are to fully understand how awful it is. Speaking of X and Y, or rather just the general Pokemon games in general, there are very much rumors going on about Gen 10, and there is rumors that Gen 10 is going to be a Switch 2 exclusive. I truly hope that is a false rumor, because I don't know if I can afford a Switch 2 right now, for whenever Gen 10 comes out. Lysander Labs are designed to be labyrinthine. Labyrinthine. Yeah, that is a tongue twister of a word. I believe you, J6, I truly do. I just don't remember it. And of course, plenty of wild Pokemon have taken over the place since it was abandoned. Then it's not abandoned. You can't say Pokemon have taken over an abandoned place, then it's not abandoned, it's a wild Pokemon sanctuary. Gosh. You might be done in before you ever get to see the truth yourself. Alright, what are we dealing with then? Ghosts? Again? Wow, I can travel here now! Boxes are just lying around. Was someone in the middle of cleaning up? The cups on the counter look as if they were used recently. Don't expect a hot cup of coffee or anything, even if you do manage to make it back up alive. Take care down there. Wow, you guys aren't even gonna come down with me. Thin layer of dust coats the shelves. I suppose. Love how they're trying to push the Lumiose cab system. I gotta wonder if anybody actually used it for any form of travel. I figured enough time had passed for you to have gotten yourself into some trouble. Let me guess, you're down in Lysander Labs? If so, there should be an elevator right in front of you. See it? You'll need to find an elevator key. There should be one lying around somewhere. Well, I mean in the context of Za, specifically. I specifically mean in the context of Za. Teleportation? Warp panel. Okay. Door seems locked. Letter A is displayed on the console. You know, why can't we have, like, convinced Emma to come with us? She's connected to Team Flare to some degree. I'm sure she knows her way around here. I hear Pokemon. Also, this wouldn't be as labyrinthine if there was no, if there was a, this would be more labyrinthine if there wasn't a mini-map for me to look upon everything with. The mini-map kind of takes, yeah, maybe it would have been a good choice, too. The mini-map kind of takes away all the labyrinthine aspects. I'm just sort of looking to make sure no stone goes untouched. No item goes missed. Let me guess, this is a door? What's with the comically large lever? You pulled down the lever and activated the power supply unit. Lights are back on, and nearby warp panel should work now. Oh, Beldam's here? Okay, cool. I do need a Beldam. The Beldam I do need. So I guess I should probably save to be safe. Only 2 per... Good gracious, that's annoying. If that main Netric had fully dodged, I would have been peed off. Lab keycard A. Woo! Dark Pulse. That's actually pretty nice. And backtrack easy. Alright, so that was that one. Now, this teleporter. I mean, this is definitely a unique dungeon. No lies about that. I do like that it is a proper dungeon. Rather than just being, you know... not. Candace, you could have flown over me. Because there's not really been, a lot of dungeons in this one. There really hasn't. Which is kind of... I mean, I guess dungeons isn't really a thing in Pokemon games, but... something that... the open world nature of the Pokemon games, something has kind of been lost with, them going open world. They definitely need to add, like, more caves or dungeons. Yeah. Dang physics. What's attacking me? Oh. Hello. I guess bats existing on a ceiling does make sense. Oh right, I completely forgot. Let's evolve Pupitar. I completely forgot that that was, something that happened. Whoopsie. But those were fun! Those were very fun, J6, in my humble opinion. I liked the dark caves with no visibility. Alright, let's put Tyranitar away, but also take away the Quick Claw so I don't forget about its existence. And now it is the time for the Evolution Rush. So first, we're gonna do the classics. I think Flareon is the first one of them, maybe? I honestly don't remember the exact order, so. I like that, though. I did enjoy doing those things. That's why you gotta listen. Alright, Flareon was not the first. Flareon was the last. 101, 102, 103. Alright, so Flareon was the last of the basic evolutions. So, let's go Jolteon, maybe. Jolteon obtained. Thundershock. Such a strong Eevee team. 102. Okay, so it was Vaporeon, Jolteon, Flareon. This is the weakest of the Eevees. Why'd I press box? I want Satchel. I guess I did catch the Eevees from a mixture of places. I caught them from that one rooftop and then from the Wild Zone itself. I enjoyed it, honestly. I'm pretty sure I stumbled my way through there for the longest time, but I did eventually find my way out. I don't think it was the way forward, mind you, but I did find my way out eventually. Alright, next is Espeon Umbreon. I don't know exactly... I'm gonna see, though. Not boxes, dang it! Can they evolve from... Nope, not Dusker Dawn. Okay. So... Friendship, then. Friendship at the various times of day. That's gonna take a little while, so we're gonna instead go Leafeon, Glaceon. Okay, I was gonna say, I saw that these Eevees did have a Fairy-type move. I'm guessing if I want to avoid getting Sylveon, I need to not have a Fairy-type move equipped. Yeah, Friendship's very easy, but I just need to not have a Fairy-type move equipped for Sylveon Avoidance Strategy A. 106. 4, 5. Hey, I got Leafeon right! Alright. Satchel. Ice. Right. So, Sylveon, Umbreon, Espeon will wait until I'm out of Lysander Cafe. That means Fennekin line is the next ones to be evolved. I'm doing very good on my, living decks. You got 3 reloaded? Nice, nice. I'm honestly thinking about turning that into a streamed game. Reloaded. I'm legitimately thinking, yeah, let's do this. Because then we get Braxian right away. Yeah, I'm very much thinking about just streaming 3 reloaded. I don't know when. It's in the queue, but... you could just go with the default name. Honestly, I don't know what the default name is, though, because I've never played 3 Reloaded. Persona 5 was my first introduction to the Persona series. Yeah, there should be if you leave it blank. If you leave the name blank, it should just default to something. Alright. So, getting Delphox is the next objective. No, I'd love to target the Houndoom game. Nothing wrong with being boring. That's probably another key card. I mean, I know it's another key card, but you know what I mean. This door just doesn't open. I didn't mean to strike an already downed foe. I was trying to lock on the already downed foe's paternal unit. That's fair. I mean, maybe go for Hydra, but in a different language? Like, you speak a couple different languages, just kind of like maybe base your name off of a different language. I mean, I like to go Latin, generally with the last name, and even then it's not that creative. I only use the Latin word for light when it comes to last names. Lab key card B. Okay, these teleportation puzzles, while they're nice, they could be a little more... Like, what is the purpose of this little section here? Yes, I know it's being accurate to the original Lysander Labs, but they could have added something in this tiny, tiny section. Well, that's fair then. Where's the one I needed? It's this way. Open sesame. I don't know. Oh, Beldum and Matang. Okay. That's actually... Okay, Beldum obtained. Run away, run away, run away, so I can save. Crouching gets you hidden. Excellent. That old mechanic is still in games. Okay, so Beldum goes there. No, Matang! Oh no, my game does the crashing. I don't need to update my system, dang it. I don't know. I do recall that I don't think I ever actually caught a Beldum in the OG games. They were just too much of a pain. Same could be said for Feebas, though. I don't think I ever caught a Feebas with the whole, you have to fish in this specific location method. Oh, not there. I got turned around. Hi, Matang. Don't mind me. No, why is it on Pokeball? Why did it default to Pokeball? course it would default to Pokeball. I should probably go with a repeat ball, though, because it's the same line, right? Or Dusk. I think I'm going to try Dusk Ball. Habit. There we go, thank you for the suggestion. That worked out splendidly. Your first shiny... I guess it's safe before I move them. Your first shiny Beldum, you accidentally KO'd it, and the second Beldum next to it, so the autosave screwed me since over the regular Beldum disappeared. So every time you reload, you only have a few seconds to catch the shiny and break. It's only to reset to try again. Yeah, shiny hunting can be a pain, it sounds like. And through all the off-stream stuff I had to do, like trying to get that friggin' Jumbo Pumpkaboo, not a single friggin' shiny spawned for me. It's kind of sad. Brought a tear to my eye. I mean, I have gotten some random shinies, but actually completing the Living Dex shiny-wise is gonna be a pain. Though maybe the shiny charm will help. I don't know. Maybe, just maybe, the shiny charm will end up helping. I actually have no clue, like... I'm still a fair ways away from the shiny charm. I mean, the Pokédex filling is gonna give me some points. Same thing with Mega Evolution Dex. But all the... like, a lot of the random catching, I just don't randomly catch Pokemon. So... You wasn't trying to end the Bellum, you were looking for an enemy, you ran past the first time you came through here. Oh. Like, I know the tagline of Pokemon is gotta catch them all, but I don't want to catch every single Pokemon. But it's very much looking like I might need to in order for, you know, full task completion shenanigans. Also, I think there was another teleporter earlier on, yeah. Right? No, there wasn't. I could have swore. But I'm not going to swear. I could have swore, but I'm not going to, because Pokemon is kid-friendly. You know, as they talk about destroying the world and everything. Totally kid-friendly. Yeah, I know I'm probably going to have to just start randomly catching everything and its brother and sister. Yeah. I mean, I imagine I can probably figure out how to... I'll probably off-stream, actually, now that I'm thinking about it. I'll start... Off-stream, I'm probably going to start just like, going to a wild zone and catch clearing until I get all the tasks done. Again. There we go. Focus the Arbokle. Hey, Canis, do some actual damage here, please. Alright, Canis, let's try this. Oh, I'm going to do the DLC. I very much intend to do the DLC, but I have no idea how much of the main story I have left. Zinc. Dead end. I've got to be getting close to the end, though, I imagine. Lab card C. Really? Dang. Thought I was getting close to the end of things. So, here. Oh, hello there, Houndoom. Goodbye, Houndoom. The door opened. Thanks for stating the obvious, game. Hey, Janice, welcome to stream. Happy things, happy things. Did I miss the Iron Head there? Finale after the rank A stuff takes a while. Probably cost a whole stream of just doing that. Noted. Very much noted. And, I mean, I'm looking forward to that, though. Like, I enjoy the Pokemon games. Sometimes it can get a little tedious, yes, but I don't mind. The epilogue's lengthy, too. Okay, okay. Good to know, good to know. I've already been through this teleportation sequence. Yeah, I have. Okay. I was just making sure I didn't get lost or anything. Well, I mean, after I beat Grisham, I'm gonna become rank A, which would make me the strongest Mega Evolution user in the city. Okay, yeah, so the only way forward is through that door now. And then I can solve whatever the crisis is and get a wish, right? That's how it goes. Or something like that. Ooh, Alpha Aegislash. Yeah, I don't think Canis is gonna do too well against an Alpha Aegislash. Oh. Well, I guess it's a good thing I switched anyways. An Aegislash floats in the way. It looks like you'll have to defeat it to continue ahead. Drew it. Just drew it! Don't let your dreams be dreams. Just drew it! Oh, that was easy. Path is now clear. Is there anything in here? Also, the Aegislash didn't give me any cool swag. Oh, notes. Let's see. Okay, I see. Yeah, very interesting notes here. Why are they not in a legible language? Would it kill them to use, like, the unknown language or something, rather than just scribbles? Okay, gotta love the OG Pokemon symbol and substitute up there. Gotta love it. Just woke up. Hey, you know, nothing wrong with that, Janice. Getting some sleep is never anything to be ashamed about. I wish I could sleep more sometimes, but my body's kind of just used to waking up at 7:30 in the morning every day now. It's a rock! It's one of the standing stones that line around. How do we know this? I'm sorry, how do we know that this is a standing stone from Route 10? Like, we took a train into Lumiose, so there's a very good chance that we're not from this region. How do we know this is... It's just a rock! These stones apparently behave in a mysterious manner. They usually emit energy, but when the ultimate weapon is activated, it reverses. Then they begin to absorb energy from Pokemon attached to them. Okay, how do we know all that? Like, there's no pamphlet that says all that. And there's, like, no handy holographic panel saying all that information. Elevator key. Woo. Max potion. I suppose, but still, like, that was a lot of information, you know? The nearby war panel should work now. Yeah, I guess that would make it really well known, but still. Alright. Is that one area of Beldum the only Beldum? Like, are those two... You said there's two Beldum in here. Were those the Beldum and Matang, the two Beldum you guys were talking about? Elevator key tap. You can now use the elevator. Which floor would you like to go to? So we're going up? This is a very poorly designed, secret base. Like, your staircase leads to the 3rd floor of your basement, and you need to take elevators to go up higher? That's just weird, I'm sorry. I am not a Karen! Okay, were we supposed to do something here? Or were we on... No, we were on the first. Okay, we were on the... I'm just dumb. Never mind, I'm just dumb. I'm a dum-dum, hear me roar. Yeah, that was AZ's cell. I'm just a dum-dum. This doesn't look ominous at all. Yeah, I got that. I just realized that we were on the 1st floor. I don't know why. My brain doesn't work. Some machinery powered back on in response to your presence. Security check initialized. Possession of all keycards has been confirmed. Commencing partial reboot of systems. System rebooted. Voice guidance enabled. 4 files are available for playback. File 1, the device. File 2, the fuel. File 3, the legends. File 4, our shared dream. Which file would you like to review? The device. The device that grants life. This device was created 3,000 years in the past. It was originally designed to restore life to a Pokemon that had perished. We had found the ultimate weapon buried in the earth beneath Geosenge Town. It has been well preserved. We believe we can have it operational with little work. But we have not yet found the necessary key to activate the weapon. We believe AZ should still possess it since he was the machine's creator. We must find him and capture him without delay. The fuel. The device that grants life, in fact, grants the deceased life stolen from other Pokemon. This is because the basic function of the device is to distill energy into its purest form, then emit that distilled energy. This emission can take the form of convection, radiation, or conduction. Thus, life can be conducted back into a Pokemon that has lost its own, allowing it to be revived. What then would occur if it were to fuel the device with the energy of a legendary Pokemon? Yes, I did get Dark Pulse. Which file would you like to review? Okay, so the legendary device, before it became a weapon, was just a massive siphon. I'm trying to think of a good comparison for what it does. I mean, it siphons off from a legendary, yes, but it very much felt like in the initial telling of AZ's legend, that AZ drained the surrounding Pokemon and gave Floette the eternal life, and that's why Floette's still alive and why he's still alive, but I don't know. Maybe it's gotta be Yveltal. Not Yveltal, but Xerneas. Bleh. Although I guess Yveltal would not be a bad call either, because a Pokemon that is death would probably have eternal life. You know? Which really begs the question, like, would it have been an atrocity if he just drained a bunch of ghost Pokemon? I mean, ghost Pokemon are already dead, technically. Not Honedge or, Trevenant line, though. We don't mess with those because those actually are people. At least the ones in Kalos. Kalos is said to have 2 legendary Pokemon, Xerneas, which represents life and rebirth, and Yveltal, representing destruction and death. The power to grant life and the power to steal life. These are mysterious abilities that even science has not been able to decode. What would happen to the world if it were to use such power to activate the ultimate weapon? I don't know. As the world grows wealthier, the number of Pokemon and people will only continue to grow. And that growth will invite new difficulties. In time, life will fill every corner of the planet until no more life can be sustained. When there is only one of something, it cannot be shared. Oh gosh, are we going Thanos on this? When something cannot be shared, it will be fought over. When something is fought over, some must survive without it. The only way to create a world where people live in beauty, a world without conflict or theft, is to reduce the number of living things. Yeah, it's Thanos logic. It's Thanos logic. My comrades in Team Flare, the time has come to lead the world to a more beautiful future. Hi, Zygarde. How did you sneak up on me? How did you get in the elevator pass? Oh, that's how. Have you learned the secret of the ultimate weapon? How truly abominable it was. I mean... Again, there's been a lot worse in the world. The red chain... Whatever Volo was planning. Actually, when... Legends Arceus took place in fairly recent... That means... It just kind of occurred to me, AZ was around in the time of Legends Arceus. I wonder if AZ ever met Volo. AZ created that weapon. Then 1,000 years later, he also made a device that now dwells within Prism Tower. Why are you here? Zygarde seemed to wish that I come to this place. I have lost my memories, and yet this place does bring back something. What I remember most clearly is AZ. Yeah, he definitely did. He does not have the same swag and style that he normally did. And I have heard that theory, J6. When I spoke with him 5 years ago, through the bars of his cell, I did not know his true intent. But I did learn of the device within Prism Tower. I set my mind on activating both the ultimate weapon and that device. You know... Hang on, I gotta drink water real quick. It really goes to show that this was not planned, like something being in Prism Tower was not planned all the way back when X and Y was originally made. Because they totally could have done something with that in the Pokemon anime as well. Because Prism Tower was taken over in the anime version of Kalos. And that could have been interesting if they had planned that far ahead. To sort of sow the seeds of, oh, there was actually something in Prism Tower as well. But sadly, they didn't do that. But to activate that device required a certain Pokemon, one particular Floette. And there was no way to know where that Floette could be found. Actually, I don't think AZ even appeared in the anime, so... That led me to abandon my plans for the tower's device. But the ultimate weapon could still be activated using the key AZ carried. And so I did. There was an explosion. I remember that much, though I cannot recall the cause of it. Perhaps the weapon was incomplete. I was buried deep in the earth together with Team Flare's secret base. Second secret base. But you're right here. Zygarde saved me. It worked to protect all living creatures in the area from the light raining down, the deadly light of the ultimate weapon. In doing so, Zygarde exhausted its own power. But at the weapon's activation, the device in Prism Tower awakened as well, sensing danger. Now it has become a threat to Lumiose. It could fully lose control at any time. Oh, I honestly don't recall him appearing. To stop the device and protect the city, Zygarde must regain its true power. It has given me a mission. Sooner or later, the tower will enter a frenzied state similar to Rogue Mega Evolution. The only one who can bring it back under control is AZ's Floette. You know, if the issue is energy, I somehow have some magnificent knowledge that the stones that were lining the route to Geosenge Town are capable of absorbing energy. So maybe rather than, just wait for it to happen, we could take the rocks and push them to Prism Tower to absorb all of this energy. Brilliant. Oh, didn't appear. Oh. I misread. Or you edited. I don't know if you can edit things, though, but I misread it then. Yes, we need the Eternal Flower, and a trainer who can draw forth her full power. This is the truth I know, and now you have learned that all that these young people waiting in Lysander Cafe wished you to learn. Go and speak with Grisham and with AZ, then do what must be done. Yeah, I gotta call up Emma first, because I'm pretty sure you are considered a fugitive. Yeah, you need to be rotten in a cell, Lysander, for attempted genocide at the very least. Yeah. You said something about Draco Meteor being here, by the way, J6? Where exactly? I am not old. And I can read very goodly. Thank you very much. Dodge these guys. I thought for sure I was going to be forced into a fight there, by the way. Okay, there is Beldum and a Matang. KO the Beldum. We're going for the Matang. Oh, well, that was easy. Yay. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Okay, so now... okay. You know, I'm not gonna say anything on the matter. I won't say anything on the matter. What? What's wrong, Jakester? Alright, Grisham, I'm here. I learned that, yeah, it's not the ultimate weapon's fault. Lysander was just crazy. Did you see Lysander? Excuse me. He's still down there. To think he is still alive. And yet he doesn't seem to remember us in the slightest. How could he just forget? It's all because of him, not the rest of us. Grizel, there will be a time for such things later. And you, Soul, you now know the truth of AZ's sins. I know he created a weapon like 3,000 years ago. Like, you should... That would be like if the person who originally discovered gunpowder suddenly appeared in the modern day and age and fully understood English or any given language. You wouldn't persecute the guy that discovered gunpowder for the sins of all the things gunpowder has been used for. It is Lysander's fault. He is the nuts one. Yes, AZ created a weapon 3 millennia ago. That was 3 millennia ago. He probably was already punished for using it. And so I make this request of you. Get AZ's Floette and give her to me. Yeah, what about what Floette wants? You must see it by now. With AZ's special Floette, we should be able to keep Prism Tower controlled. Everything we've learned points to that conclusion. We must stop the tower from going on a rampage if we're ever to achieve the kind of beautiful world Team Flare once dreamed of. And if we can be the ones to protect Lumiose, then people will finally see us differently. Do you understand? We were mere children, born to those who chose to join Team Flare. Yet we too became pariahs in the eyes of society when Team Flare was... Okay, I'm sorry, Grisham. You were not a kid when Team Flare went down. Team Flare went down 5 years ago. You gotta be in, like, your 20s, dude. You were a teenager, at least. And in the Pokemon world, 10 years old seems to be old enough to decide, I'm gonna go on a life-changing adventure across the world. So, no. Sing the other song, Grisham. We couldn't just leave Lumiose. The city's our home too, and we love it as much as anyone else. The only reason Team Flare existed was to make Lumiose better, to make all of Kalos better. At Nouveau Cafe, we've worked hard to provide coffee to those who have little else. And as we've worked there, we've also heard the voices of Lumiose's people. We understand the city better than anyone else. We know its people better than anyone else. So if you really want to face me in battle, you'll need more than just a challenger's ticket. Exactly, Jakester. Well, no, he's saying he was a kid that was born into Team Flare. Like, maybe Team Flare has been around for however long Grisham has been alive for. So maybe he was born into it. But again, at 10 years old, you can choose to go and do whatever the heck you want in the Pokemon world. He could have said, screw this, and went and done something else. But he decided to stay. So it is his decision. You'll need to be ready to hand over AZ's Floette to me. I must become the strongest Pokemon trainer by battling my way up the ZA Royale. I must become the strongest Mega Evolution user. Then I will be the one to restrain Prism Tower with AZ's Floette. Go talk with the rest of Team MC and decide what it is you really ought to do. It's time they all learned of AZ's sins. Now go back to Hotel Z. Now. Yeah. I suppose. That is the truth. That is the truth. I mean, again, people's morality can be very much different depending on where in the world they were born and raised. I understand that. A lot of people don't understand that, but I'm kind of just ragging on him. Just to rag on him to a bit. Because, I mean, he's still ride or die with Lysander's goal from the sounds of things. He's not really saying what exactly he wants this beautiful world to be, other than that he does want to save Lumiose, which, you know, good on him, wanting to save a city. But, again, Lysander wanted to save all of Kalos, and we saw how that was planning to be done. So. No, I've got Delph. I've got Braxian on the last slot there. Oh, actually, I can... I could go to cafes. No. Yeah. I can go to cafes now and get the Sylveon and Umbreon at least. Probably focus Umbreon first. Yeah, fair enough, J6. Fair enough. Alright, so we want to work about Umbreon first here. I'm gonna guess this one. I'm gonna guess it was Espeon then Umbreon as far as the number order goes. We do need to change the move. Swift on instead of that. Welcome to Cafe Wolf. Something from the coffee menu. A natural blend. Okay, I was about to say, if he's about to charge me 100... Oh, wait, nope, not yet, not yet. I need to have in the first position. In the first position. Almost forgot about that. I was about to say, if this guy's about to try and charge me 100 grand for a cup of coffee, then there is no way. Not unless the coffee turned your Pokemon shiny, would that be worth it. Why? Why? I had Eevee in the front of the party. Oh. So I didn't need to do that. Alright, yeah, I'm gonna get some more coffee. A natural blend, please. I know. Actually, it's a Steel-type Eevee. We definitely need some more Eeveelutions, though. Like, we are long overdue. There's so many types that they can choose from. As well. Exactly, Dragon, Ghost type Eevee. I mean, Ghost type Eevee would be the easiest Eevee to figure out an evolution method for. You just gotta do what you did with Primeape. No, you just gotta do what you did with Primeape, and that made him a Ghost type. Or yes, a Brickstone would work too. Yeah, I know, it like rages so hard that it dies. We're gonna give a Pharaoh Blend. This better be a good, you know, friendship boost. This Pharaoh Blend. Like, what is a Pharaoh Blend? Is it just... There's no Egypt in the Pokemon world. There we go. Umbreon. The Amask are people. And tombs can be anywhere in the world, to be fair. Honestly, I would very much like an Egypt-themed region. That would be pretty cool. There's a lot of ways they could go things. Yeah, Middle East. That would probably be more broad. Although, I think Middle East might be a bit too broad. Because I'm pretty sure earlier Pokemon games were, like, banned in the Middle East because they promoted gambling. But I wouldn't mind it. There's a lot of just regions of the world that they could turn into Pokemon games. I mean, we're in France right now. Paldea is Spain. Unova is America. Okay, this Sylveon's just getting... You know what, we'll give it a Heart Blend because it's a Sylveon. Why not? Pharaoh Blend for Umbreon. It worked. It makes sense, you know. Umbreon kind of has the sort of Egyptian cat motif. Wait, you can't see, like, the Egyptian cat motif from Umbreon? It's a very slick design there. Okay. Fairy-type move. So, let's get us a Sylveon. No, I'm not! Umbreon definitely has some fit that looks like an Egyptian cat. Alright, Sylveon obtained. Now we put Sylveon in the box. This was supposed to be the Sylveon. This was supposed to be the Espeon. Oh well. Just go Natural Blend. It's the cheapest. Alright, so we just friendship farm this until it's high enough friend, and then we wait until day, take off the fairy type move so it does not come another Sylveon. Yes, Sphinx-like. Yes, so Umbreon has very much has, words are failing me. Umbreon is very much like Basset, the cat goddess of the moon in Egyptian mythology. The rings on Umbreon's body represent Egyptian lunar markings. I am not grasping at straws. So, there are a lot of Pokemon with Egyptian... Yes. Wait, I should check. Is this EV ready to go? I wasn't paying attention. No. So, there are a lot of Pokemon that are that have some Egyptian mythology base. Riolu and Lucario have a connection to Anubis. Volcarona has a connection to Ra. Yamask is based on an Egyptian Ba holding a mask of death. Weevil may be influenced from Basset or Sekhmet. The rings on Umbreon's body look like an Egyptian lunar markings. Confurgus might have been based on cursed Egyptian tombs. Sneasel's eye markings may be based on the eye markings of Egyptian-style eye markings. Heliolisk is a combination of Helios and Basilisk, and possibly Obelisk, an ancient Egyptian monument that represented sunlight piercing the clouds and hitting the ground at 90-degree angles. So, yes. The Egyptian lunar calendar, Basset... Okay, I might have misspoke when I said Sphinx-based cat, but now that you know what I'm trying to talk, you can see what I mean, though, Janice. You, at least, can see what I mean. Hieroglyphic cat-wise. I need to take off the move here. I feel like I'm doing one of my rants right now, though. Am I doing one of my rants? I need a bench. Fair point. I saw the bench there. Not Wish. Did Wish just grant XP randomly? Ah, yes, that was a good time. This isn't a bench. This is the enemy. It's more likely to be daytime before I even find a... I'm so used to buttons being certain things. Can you pass time in a Pokemon Center? Well, it doesn't matter anymore. And look at this! All these benches I literally just stumbled upon. In the end, it doesn't even matter. I found some benches, but the day is about to dawn. Just get some Mega Shards, because I did use a lot of them recently. But it's good to know that every center has a bench. That would have probably helped out a lot when I was trying to hunt that Pumpkaboo. A lot. I don't think you told me before that every Pokemon Center has a... Ah, that was kind of sad, Eevee. Try asking for a change. What am I asking? Asking for shinies to appear out of thin air? Is it Bully Soul Day? Okay, never mind. It's a rule of the stream that you cannot bully each other. You can only bully me. So I can't really be asking that question now, can I? A new day dawns. Alright, let's get us an Espeon at last. And that is every evolution accounted for, once we do. That breath spray's about out. Alright. So now Espeon gets put away, and we get back to work on Delphox. The Living Dex is so close to complete. It is literally just Delphox, whatever this Pokemon is, and the Kanto starters. And then I've got a full Living Dex. Oh, and the starters for this game as well. That kind of just occurred to me. So I guess not everything will be complete, but mostly everything. I'm guessing it's going to be whatever Wild Zone appears when I reach rank A that will have the rest of the starters and the Kanto starters in it. Please. Hey, AZ, some fools tried to get me to turn on you and steal Floette by making me think that the crimes you committed 3,000 years ago are still, you know, relevant, and that you haven't already been punished for them or anything. Because, I mean, I'm sure you probably served a few life sentences already, so. You've returned. I heard from Emma what leads you are following up on. I imagine you've learned much of my tale by now, is that right? Oh, Soul, did you manage to find Grisham? I found him all right. No kidding. I went digging into rumors about him with Emma after that chat. Sounds like he's one formidable trainer. Jesus, rude. Plus, he's part of this group, Team Flare Nouveau, and he's been gathering all sorts of info about Lumiose from customers at Nouveau Cafe. He seems to know everything. He seems to know something weird's going on with Prism Tower. Hazy, is there any chance you could tell us more about the tower, given the situation? Yes, I've been thinking it's time I talk to you all about it. Come. We can speak on the roof. How does AZ fit in that elevator? Hold on. I mean, I guess he's got a hunch. Which, you know, you should probably work on that hunch, AZ. So, you know about the ultimate weapon, don't you? I went to Lysander Labs. Then I shall tell you of the terrible sins I have committed, and of my regrets. In the war that occurred 3,000 years ago, many things were lost. So many Pokemon had their future stolen. People lost their everyday lives they'd known. And my Floette was sent out to the front lines, where she lost her life. I made a device, a machine that could grant life, all so that I could revive my beloved Floette. I brought Floette back to life. I got back what I had loved most. But my rage had not subsided. I could not forgive the world that had hurt the Pokemon that I loved. In my rage, I remade my device into the ultimate weapon. That doesn't look like Shadow the Hedgehog. I'm sorry, but Lysander, or AZ and Lysander, they both got it wrong. This is not the ultimate weapon. Shadow the Hedgehog is the ultimate weapon and the ultimate life form. I put an end to the senseless conflict that would have taken everything from us, and I blasted a hole in Paldea by becoming destruction itself. The light fired from the ultimate weapon reached the heavens, then poured down, burning away all that rested upon the earth of Paldea. It was hard to tell in X and Y because he had that really thick jacket on. But Floette must have known the truth. She must have realized that the life I'd given her was stolen from so many other Pokemon. She left me, and I wandered alone for 3,000 years. You know, I gotta wonder, what would happen if Floette had been captured by some other trainer, like, at any point in the past 3,000 years? Like, you know? Yeah. Archer Shinjuku. That was a good... well, no, because then it would have just blasted him, Floette, because Archer of Shinjuku specifically needed to become close with someone else. And that's why we're buddy-buddy with Moriarty. Seriously? For 3,000 whole years? During those long years of aimless wandering, a man of great power asked me for my help. He said he wanted a way to protect Kalos. I was gonna say before he said that second line, did you talk with Bolo? At this, I thought to myself, I cannot make another device that would take from others, but perhaps I could make one that would share the eternal life I bestowed upon Floette. Yeah, probably get people's consent before you give them eternal life. Just saying. Oh gosh. Okay, this is probably a French word, so I might butcher this pronunciation. I'm trying to think. So it's angel, but without an L at the end. It's angel without an L at the end. So I need to think of best... How do I pronounce it? Angel. Angel. I kind of... like... The E is kind of silent in angel. Angie? Angie? That is what Angie is. That is what is hidden deep within Prism Tower. It's literally the Eiffel Tower. I'm sorry, but that's just the Eiffel Tower with an extra light at the top. It's even more prominent than Lumiose Tower. I built Angie to give meaning to eternal life I burdened Floette with. It was, in one sense, my attempt to atone to Floette for what I'd done. I am honestly not... You said it's pronounced what it looks like. Angie. It looks like Angie. No, Jakester said it's pronounced what it looks like. Hang on, that's the Swedish version. I need the French. Ange. Ange? Ange? That's what... So Google Translate is telling me Ange. And Angie is what I was saying, Jakester. See? Okay, Google's correct. Ange. I dreamed of the day where I could use Ange after reuniting with Floette at last. That day did not come to pass, but that was because we were living in a time of peace. But now, Ange. I mean, I guess, yeah, that is Angel without the L. I was just so caught up on the E being silent in Angel that I thought, like, what if the L's not there, then maybe the E is not silent anymore. The tower is emitting excessive amounts of mega power, even without Mega Floette present. This is only conjecture on my part, but I believe it may be related to the ultimate weapon being fired 5 years ago. That shock awoke Ange and has caused the mega power contained within it to spill forth. It has led to this rampant rogue mega evolution. The Pokemon suffer. The people come to harm. There is only one way to put an end to the pain. A mega evolution user must mega evolve Floette, and together reach the control panel within Ange. Excuse me. Let's see, what did J6 just say there? French to English. He created the angel to protect his country. Aww. That is a good sentiment. Very good sentiment there in J6. I never could imagine that you and Floette had that kind of history. And the tower. Why is Tawny the only one that gets to sit other than AZ? And she's not even sitting on most of the chair there. Like, come on. Tawny, again, this is just another reason why you are not the leader of Team MZ. You're not qualified. You probably didn't ask anybody else to be able to sit. You probably would have, if there was only one chair here, you would have probably sat down and made AZ stand, Tawny. Gotcha. Exactly. AZ gets to sit, but I bet if there was only one chair up here, Tawny might sit in it because she's the leader. I'm ragging on Tawny, but she's a good character. And before we got introduced to Emma, she was the waifu of the game, but then Emma came along, and I mean, it's Emma. So we need the strongest Mega Evolution user to stop the tower from going berserk. I have a question. Why would Floette be able to Mega Evolve at all? Normally Pokemon can only Mega Evolve when they aren't capable of evolving any further. Shouldn't Floette be able to evolve into Florges? My Floette cannot evolve. Wait a second. You know, if the anime were still active, then you know what this means. Because there is another Pokemon in the anime that technically can evolve, but cannot. It's because he learned to walk on 2 feet, to speak the human language. Where is Team Rocket's Mega Meowth? We need Mega Meowth. Perhaps because she is a special Pokemon, having received the lives of so many others. Though that is only my conjecture. Floette returning to my side after 3,000 years was an act of forgiveness. But she likely also returned to me so that I could atone for my sins by stopping the tower. However, I no longer have it in me to do battle as a trainer. I mean, yeah, I guess you might have been kicked all those events into motion, AZ. But I'm sure you never dreamed the tower would go berserk like this. That doesn't matter. AZ still made this awful mess, and Team MZ is stuck cleaning it up. Naveen! I appreciate that AZ is trying to right his wrongs, and I owe him as much as any of us do. I don't want to be the bad guy any more than the rest of you, but accountability matters. Naveen, this happened 3,000 years ago. The statute of limitations at least would be gone. You do realize you might die trying to fix all this, don't you? It's a Pokemon game. We don't die. You don't die in Pokemon games. Naveen is correct in what he says. I continue to cause you children nothing but trouble because of my own powerlessness. I am truly sorry. I understand, AZ. Just leave this to Team MZ. Soul, it's up to us to keep the tower from going wild, and that means you've got to beat Grisham. We're not Marowaks, though. You know? Yeah, I'm gonna win. No diff. I mean, we can count on you, Soul. We'll be the ones to stop the tower, not Grisham and Team Flare Nouveau. Alright, it's time to go challenge Grisham to a promotion match. Thank you. I will forever be grateful for meeting you all, my dear Team MZ. We don't know what about those ghost girls. I mean, again, death is a thing in Pokemon worlds. Wait, Darkrai killed somebody in Black and White too? Black and White and Black and White 2 were the only Pokemon games I never actually played to completion, so don't know anything about that. But I know death is in the Pokemon world. A lot of ghost Pokemon were formerly humans. The mask of Yamask is literally the mask of the face of the dead person, or their likeness at least. Meanwhile, we have the Phantom Lime, which is spirits of dead kids possessing stumps in the forest. I don't really know what the right call is here. I never knew much about Team Flare. I wonder, do you think Grisham really does want to protect Lumiose? Probably not. He definitely has ulterior motives. I wouldn't say it's convenient. I do miss that I did not get to play it, but Black and White 2 and Black and White kind of came out at the time when I was in high school, and, you know, high school, I wouldn't say I was embarrassed to play it, but, again, I was kind of leaning into the image that I had cultivated at the time in high school. Leaning into it, but also trying to lean away from it. Trying to be edgy, but trying to also get away from being seen as the Antichrist. Something I've gone into detail many times before. You're only missing Pokemon Black? That's not bad. You got the whole collection then. You have a more complete collection of Oh, there's missions! Sorry, Grisham, you're gonna have to wait. There are missions! Is that... That looks like it's inside Wild Zone 12? What? Okay, I'm missing something. What do I not want to admit? Why would it take me all the way down here? Let's not run right next to the Abomasnow. Hi, person. The word that you were trying to use in your rant was the word influence instead of making up a weird statement. Oh. Fair. Freezing moves are powerful. Your Pokemon will be at my mercy when they're frozen solid. That's because frozen Pokemon can't do a thing in battle. Could you tell I was doing an impression of my favorite trainer? No, because I don't even know who you were trying to do an impression of, Glacy. She uses Ice-type Pokemon. So do I. So I do too. How about it then? Want to have a chilling battle against my Ice-types? Sure. Why not? Yeah, like I've said if being chilled to the bone, it sounds like your thing, let me know. I hate the cold. So I'm not even going to hold back. Heracles, get ready for battle. Then it's another time for another iconic quote from my favorite trainer. Are you ready? Probably. Again, probably. One bad rumor starts going around about you, and yeah. It wasn't the extremist thoughts that got me that label. It was a bad rumor. It was all a bad rumor that somehow started that led to everything. Also, I don't know how that wood hammer was supposed to freeze me. Just saying. The least she could have done was Mega Evolve that process. Yes, I did used to be that, but that was not the thing that got me my nickname. How dare you? Again, the thing that got me the nickname was the rumor that went around that if I did not win the sophomore class president election, I would blow up the school. Like, I don't know how that rumor got started. No, the Antichrist. That was the nickname that I was given in high school. You're better than I thought. Go on ahead. Maybe I'm going a bit overboard with the quotes. Anyway, you're really strong. A little tip from me, don't worry too much if your Pokemon get frozen. They'll thaw off on their own. Or you can always use Flame Wheel, Steam Eruption, or Flare Blitz to melt the ice if your Pokemon knows one of those moves. You know, it's so strange and incredible there's a place like this in Lumiose. It's like an ice field. Now there are more wild Pokemon around in the city. We can enjoy all sorts of new things. Speaking of which, I can't wait to go enjoy an ice-cold Granita with my Ice-type Pokemon. It's not really a rant. It's more of a just story that comes up every now and then. As I detail, like, what happened back in high school. Just keep my... Wow, 2 Alpha... No burst. Okay, so nothing else around here. I was just doing a quick scan for any shinies. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's go here next. 6 will probably be the quickest. That's the Fire Water mythical Pokemon, is it not? Yeah, you don't really see much about it. Oh no, Tyranitar's loose. How big is Tyranitar again? I actually want to see this. How big is Tyranitar? "6'7". How tall are we? Like, we gotta be at least 5'7". Probably. That's only like a foot difference. That means this guy's a unit. People in the Pokemon world are tall. I want to be tall. I want to be tall. Yeah, I have, honest to goodness, I have no idea what that whole 6'7" thing is about. I know it's something that people have been memeing on, but I have no idea the context of it or anything. I don't think it's actually established how... Oh, it's another one of these quests. True, it could be a mini Tyranitar. Well, you know what? Let's check this. Scyther. Scyther, Scyther, Scyther. Scyther is 4'11". We're taller than a Scyther, so... I'd say we are at least over 5 feet tall. But the Scyther is also standing on its tippy toes, so... What's the default name for the... let's do this. I imagine Tawny is probably a similar age as the protagonist. Tawny is listed as unknown age. Well, that didn't help. Since you helped my Scyther master its cutting skills, I think he'd make a worthy challenger, just as the Kalos region has the Pokemon League. Lumiose City has the Furfrou League. The Furfrou League is where the city's most skilled Furfrou fans compete to see who has the strongest Furfrou. For such trainers, known as the Elite Four, are waiting a worthy challenger. The Elite Four can be found in 4 different restaurants around Lumiose. If you want to battle them, make sure you have only Furfrou on your team. I hate this mission. It's just a saying that keeps getting repeated, but without context, like 21, what's 9 plus 10? The answer... I've never heard of that one before. 42, the number of life units first, yep, and 69, okay. Yeah, the Furfrou Elite Four is gonna be, like, my Furfrou is level... What number is Furfrou? Yeah, level 31. So... yeah. Hang, stop moving, stop, you're running, oh, it's just the style. I was gonna say you're running away from your twin, but no, it's just the style of dress here. It's the rich people style. Oh, I recognize you. You're Emma's assistant, aren't you? I've seen you working with her. Yeah, something like that is the proper answer. We're her assistant. In any case, do you think you could help me? I let my darling Klefki hold my most important keys, but it seems Klefki dropped one of them in our last outing. How? Does the metal ring, like, detach somewhere? Where? Let me think. We went to a hair salon, but it was my first time visiting that place, so I don't recall the exact location. I was so pleased with my new look that I decided we would have elegant brunch at a cafe near the hair salon. Then another patron of the cafe challenged me to a battle, so we went to a battle court out back. I won a magnificent victory, naturally. If I could just remember which hair salon it was, I was sure I could retrace my steps. And in any case, I entrust finding my key to you, my dearest detective's assistant. I mean, I figured it could open up, but I didn't know how it could open up. Hair salon. So it's a hair salon. Can I... I've got to be so zoomed in for this. That's annoying. Okay. Hair salon by a cafe. Not here. Hair salon, no cafe. Hair salon cafe, but no battle court. Okay, I don't know. Where the frick am I supposed to be going here? I'm just gonna go to every frickin' cafe. Or hair salon. I mean, this isn't even a hair salon, is it? It says it's a hair salon. We'll go with this one first. And when someone explains, you get a different... Same, my friends repeat it every time we have an outing. My friends have not brought it up once, thankfully. So... yay. Okay, do I have to go in? No. I'm leaving. You don't have what I needed. Okay, so not that salon. No, not really. I am the oldest among my friend group. Go to this one next. If you can tell me where. Ah, you play multiplayer shooter games. I don't. I don't play multiplayer shooter games. I just don't like shooters. In pretty much any context of the word. Let's see, can I get inside? How do I get inside of here? I don't remember. It's on the other side, isn't it? Oh, it's at a battle court? I thought She said it was at frickin'... Okay, I did not see this hair salon. So that's on me. I skimmed past that hair salon, so... That's on me. I hate the cold. It's dried out my hands terribly. So it's at the battle court, not in the hair salon, then. I guess that makes sense, but I'm gonna just pop in real quick. Yeah. Let's leave. Trevor's approach and dance near where you are. That does sound pretty cool. So... This must be the battle court. Yeah, there's the shiny, glowy red thing. A fancy key. Fancy. Mr. Assistant, I just remembered I had my battle in this very battle court. Alright, are we gonna see her add it on the clef key? That's the question. Oh, and you found my key. Oh, my poor clef key. It's not your fault the keys was lost. I'm the one who decided to battle here. But I do recall hearing that clef key never let go of keys they like. So how about this? From now on, you'll only have to hold the keys you like. I'll handle any other keys myself. Wow, she's so generous. Ah, so that's where it separates. Okay. Glad I got to see where it separated from. That means we're going to be sharing some key responsibilities, my darling Klefki. Thank you so much, Mr. Assistant. Please take this as a sign of my gratitude. Money! I hope you have a wonderful day now. Alright. And then 2 remain. That one is not inside, so we're just going to warp here. I'm just going to zip through this real quick. Check for any shinies. This is where I farmed most of my attack EVs. It was an excellent place to farm attack. And speed, technically. No shinies. Sadness. That does sound like it's an annoying quest. Very much so. Director? What are you directing here?
Oh, hello there. You're the trainer who helped us filming last time, right? Well, we're shooting a scene for a different movie now. This time we're making a horror film. In particular, I want to get the footage of the fearsome ghost of the forest's Trevenant. Though we hit a snag, wild Pokemon are terrifying, especially ghost types. I think you can help us, however. I hear Trevenant are rather hard to find in the wild, though there are rumors they can sometimes be spotted in Wild Zone 13. Or was it 15? Or I suppose you could just evolve a Phantump. That works too. All I really need is for you to bring me a Trevenant at night. How you get it is up to you. Oh. Fine.
You could at least put a bench around here, dude. We're gonna go do this one next, then. I'm gonna do the other one first. May as well just run and do the other one. what we dealing with over here? It looks like it's just a standard battle. I can tell just by looking at you that you're a strong Pokemon trainer. To defeat a trainer like you, it's necessary to go all out in a single strategy. So I'll be attacking you with my favorite type of Oh, Constance. Being dedicated to a single thing you love forces you to be creative to overcome its weaknesses, and that creativity leads to true strength. You should battle me and see for yourself. If you care for a battle, ready yourself and then say the word. Yeah. Constance. You know... I've been going easier on people, but you need to learn. I'm using Mega Evolution to draw out the potential of my beloved bugs. A trainer that's not a boss using Mega Evolution? Finally! I'll use Mega Evolution too. Lock on, please. You be drill. Oh, that annoys me. Friggin' toxic spikes. Hey, Mega Pinsir. I haven't seen that one in the game yet. Not that it's going to do her any good. I've not encountered an A rank at night. I lost even after setting out my Mega Pinsir. Why wasn't my love for bug types enough? You need more than love. The power of love is nothing compared to the power of violence. Interesting. Great work out there, team, especially Pinsir. Great job with that Mega Evolution. Seems like more and more trainers are using Mega Evolution lately, huh? I've heard rumors, though they're just rumors, mind you, that some shady character caught Quasartico how to make Mega Rings. Apparently that person's name is AZ. What an interesting rumor. The story goes that this AZ traveled all the way to some far-off region called Home. Constance here is a sheltered child. There he researched the origins of Mega Evolution to satisfy his own curiosity. It seemed he shared this research with Quasartico, but what did he hope to achieve? I guess I've got no complaints as long as I can Mega Evolve my beloved Pokemon. We should have all just appreciate this precious gift that we have. But still, calling it the far-off region sounds a little dramatic. Alright, now we go here. So we got that one done, so we'll rest at the center. Yeah, we are in Paris. Has there ever been a globe of the Pokemon world, actually? That'd be interesting. I'm gonna look it up. Pokemon World Globe. I mean, this looks like it's a spliced up map. Yeah, somebody posted a spliced together map, which is interesting because it includes all of the various other regions. Yeah, that's pretty far. Bench. Bench! It is a nice bench. Let's see, does Bulbapedia have a map? Geography. I need to put a Trevenant in the party. And then go to that director dude. I'm checking something with the geography here. Here you are, and you brought that Trevenant, right? Are you willing to help with our shoot? Sure, dude. Sure. Oh, I knew we could count on you. Let's start filming then, shall we? Is everyone ready? Then lights. Camera. Action! I can't find a definitive answer. Anti-homeless bench. I missed that line. Hold on, did you hear that? You sure this place isn't haunted? Did you hear that? What? And then they branched out to America for the 5th region. Eek. Wait, hold up. It's not scary at all. Cut! What kind of ghost of the forest is that? It's way too friendly. You know, I've heard that Trevenant is really kind to all the creatures that live in the forest with it. I mean, you know, considering, again, Trevenant is evolved from Phantom, which is literally a stump possessed by the ghost of a dead kid. So I'm not surprised that it's friendly. Maybe it thinks we're forest creatures too. What? It's a ghost type and yet shows such compassion. Hawaii, good point. J6, good point. Yeah, that is also true for this side of Pokemon. A true side for this Pokemon, worthy being preserved on film. It's the footage that matters, you see. Footage that leaves its mark on the viewer even without any cohesive narrative. The script can be changed. Although, I mean, I would say that Alola is not really based off of Hawaii as a state, but more of the cultural, like, Hawaii. Because, again, while Hawaii is a state, it was its own sort of island nation, almost. A very small one, with the Maori, but still. Yes, Polynesian. Polynesian rather than Hawaiian. Okay, that's all the side quests done that I care to do right now, because I'm not going to do either of these. Oh, that's a gold bottle cap. A gold bottle cap is an effective maxing out of all IVs, isn't it? I know it doesn't actually max them out for breeding purposes, but for battle purposes, it maxes everything, right? Alright, so we are going to Nouveau Cafe. David, rightio. To Nouveau Cafe, where we shall challenge you. Sadly, Canis probably is not the greatest choice here, but we're still gonna lead with her. Did you arrive at an answer together with your fellows in Team MZ? I'll battle ya. Honestly, why has Team MZ been trying so hard to reach the top of the ZA Royale anyway? I just want to wish. Gosh, what am I gonna wish for when I reach it? That is a question. What to wish for? I mean, it's Quasartico sponsoring the wish. You know? Maybe a good job so that way I can support Emma. I mean, in the context of this, Melt would not be a good thing in the Pokemon world, because she would be like a Porygon Z, you know, and I don't want to put Melt through that. Although I did name a Hisuian Lilligant Melt in Legends Arceus, so. We're fighting, sure, for Floette, why not? Yeah, we know all about the old man and that black flower Floette of his. So all you idiots hope to achieve is helping AZ tidy away the mess he made for everyone? Hey, Janice. Grizel and Grisham are clearly a thing. Grizel, please, that's too far. But it's true that you, Soul, don't really have any ties to the city. Emma, God! Is my profile picture not good enough? Do I need to do what some of those other people I've seen post on the internet do with their profile pictures for the ZA Royale? With regards to Emma? I don't know, J6. They have matching rings. What reason does some outsider like you have to want to protect Lumiose? People. Because Emma. That's good. I'm glad you also have something you wish to fight for. But it still pales before my own desire to emerge victorious from this battle. They have different eye colors, though. I will become the greatest trainer and use AZ's Floette to protect this city from the tower. Plus, all of Team Flare dyed their hair that orangish red color. So it could very well just be Team Flare Nouveau has a sort of white and orange hair color scheme. And I will restore honor to the memory of Team Flare and all those who have ever had their names tied to it. I will make our dream into reality at last. That is why I must defeat you. No more delays. Let's finish this. Charizard, one piping hot battle to go. Okay, I'm sorry, they need to deepen Charizard's cry. That was too high-pitched, I'm sorry. It needs to be a proper roar. The VA needs to channel the roar inside their sternum. Challengers ticket verified. You are cleared to start a promotion match. Your result... How tall is Grisham? Like, good gracious, from this angle, we already established that we are like 5.5 feet tall. Grisham is a monster. Your resolve is nothing compared to my own. You carry nothing like the burdens that I carry, and yet you think you'll be able to save Lumiose. I will protect Lumiose. May the flames of Team Flare rage strong and true and burn away all our shame and regrets. Charizard, let your dark flames pour forth. Alright, I feel like Canis is about to be turned into a pile of molten slag. Sadly. Oh, Pangoro. Dark fighting. Fly might actually be something decent here. I disagree with that Brick Break having hit me. Oh, I honestly didn't realize there were others. Pyroar! See, and they have their matching Pokemon. They both have a Pyroar. He has the female, she had the male. They're matching. Also, why would I bring out Anastasia here? I'm dumb. Asclepius is what I meant to bring out there. Malamar. I did not mean Heracles. I meant Cersei. Or not Cersei, Medea. Gosh dang it. I'm dumb. I press wrong buttons. I press wrong buttons a lot. Hey, I can evolve my Braxton. You know, again, game, I've complained about this many times. They need to actually give you a chance to do something with your team before they decide unilaterally that the opponent gets to move. Because I'm sorry, like, that they're attacking before I even get a chance. It is so annoying. Yeah, I totally was not far enough away to avoid that. Which Mega Charizard? My wasted youth. Nothing but ash and ruin. Mega evolve and burn it away, Charizard. X or Y, this is going to determine how cool he is. Okay, he's cool. He's cool. Good protect. Oh yeah. Very similar. Let's see. Alon had Metagross. Metagross, Mega Charizard X. Gosh, I cannot remember what team he had. I don't think he had Malamar. He had Tyranitar. I do not believe Elon had Malamar. You certainly do direct your Pokemon with skill. There's no denying that. Unless in the Masters 8. He had Malamar. Mega Charizard X means he finally becomes a dragon. Okay, so his team was Charizard, Metagross, Tyranitar, Weevil, Bisharp, Unpheasant. That's what it was. Okay, he did use Malamar in the Masters 8. So he did use Malamar in Masters 8. But his primary team in the very controversial battle, which Ash should have won, was Charizard, Metagross, Tyranitar, Weavile, Bisharp, Unpheasant. That's right. Your victory is confirmed. Congratulations. Now processing your promotion. I like the look of Mega Charizard X better, though. It's the look, the dragon typing. You've been promoted to rank A. You lost, but Charizard and the rest of your team looked happy in that battle, Grisham. If only we could leave behind the name of Team Flare. Leave behind Lumiose itself. We'd free ourselves of such a heavy burden. The Team Flare had in the dreams that Lysander hoped to make real. That world of beauty and that sense of justice still have hold over us, and still tie us to this place. Lysander may have gone astray, but there was true righteousness in his heart. His ideals, the care he showed for us all. If I threw them aside now, I don't know who I'd be. It seems you are now Lumiose's strongest Mega Evolution user soul. Please take care of Prism Tower and our city. Sure, no problem.
If you have need of us, we will come to your aid. After all, Nouveau exists in order to help others so we can make this world beautiful together. Toward that aim, let me provide you with a TM. Woo! Flare Blitz! Flare Blitz or Flame Wheel, J6 and Jakester? Flare Blitz or Flame Wheel? Excuse me. And come by Nouveau Cafe anytime. I'll make you one of those flamethrower roasts you like. Zygarde! Na 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 na. Zygarde! I may have been defeated. I may have been found unworthy of becoming Zygarde's trainer. But I'll build a life that shows these things aren't what define me. Zed. Grisham. It seems self-serving desires crept in and overshadowed the ideals he holds dear. Hey, Grisham! Lysander's right here. You wanted to talk to him, right? Though I, of course, am to blame for that. Thank you for helping him see the error of his ways. Prism Tower appears to be near its breaking point. It looks intact to me. And unfortunately, Zygarde still lacks the last of its cells it needs to use its full strength. When the time comes, I hope you'll be able to protect this city. Or rather, not the city itself, but every living being here in Lumiose. I can do that. Yeah, I forgot that it's a recoil move, so no dice. If I had Heat Crash and there was... I mean, I do have Heat Crash, but some Pokemon are just too heavy for it to be really viable with. Uh-oh. What's with the look, Tawny? Guess what? I made a friend. What? How the heck? Grisham was fighting me! Tawny? Oh, you both reached rank A the same day? Wait, how? No, Naveen, no! Naveen, no! Naveen has given in to the dark side. Must have helped you two a lot to have strong teammates like each other to train with. With 2 A-rank trainers, I know we'll be able to take care of that tower. Big yes to that. I suppose that means it's nearly time for Floette to help us resolve this whole situation. I wonder who Floette will choose. Floette, what is it? What's wrong? Wait, Floette looks like she's in pain. The tower. Is it Ange that's affecting you? Floette. Looks like she'll be okay. I just got the harder one to face. Yeah, probably. But I'm sure Floette's pretty worried too. There's no telling if we'll be able to stop the tower. That's true enough. But we'll succeed. We'll never succeed if we let ourselves get too caught up in worrying about things going wrong. Yeah, now's the time to blow off steam and have some fun. Shake the worries off. We got some big wins to celebrate after all. You said it. Plot. Yes, because we are the true leader of Team MZ. So of course we would get the more difficult one. Rest easy this night. I know that the future of Lumiose and of this world will be safe in your hands. Hey, Lysander, you might want to go to a hospital. There's no hospitals. There's like no hospitals, so where's he supposed to go? Do people just go to Pokemon centers for treatment? I know that was a thing back in like the first Pokemon series where the Pokemon Center was out of commission, so the Pokemon had to be taken to the hospital and the doctors knew nothing about how to treat Pokemon. That night. The night already passed. What is the game saying? The night already passed. It's probably a good thing this game was not released a few years back. Soul, are you alright? I'm gonna find out what's happening. Meet me by the elevator. Okay, now's the time for me to ditch this place.
Oh no. These windows aren't actually windows. They're just boarded up pieces of... They're just metal on the wall. They've trapped me in here. I've got to help them now. I can't skip town. I want to play safe. You would use Protect Perfect for scanning of what the AI does. A BP stalling. That's why I prefer playing this. Pardon me. Good. Everyone's okay. What was that? What even was that? An earthquake? No, it's something to do with Prism Tower. Looks like things are taking a turn for the worse. Canary is streaming about it right now. Of course Canary is streaming about it right now. Let's get to the roof so we can see for ourselves. Why is the elevator always so slow? Normally I'd say the slowness is part of its janky charm. Here we go. Is there no stairs in this hotel? That sounds like a health and safety hazard. Getting all four of us in this poor little elevator will be a squeeze. Yet we did it just the other day with AZ as well. Good to know. Good to know. Exactly. AZ, Floette, you're okay. We're fine, but I thank you for your concern. What was that shaking, AZ? You'll recall how Floette seemed pained earlier this evening. I wondered if she might be responding to Ange in some way, so I came up to view the tower. Look there. Oh no. Jacinth has taken over the tower. The tower's gone pink. Jacinth has gone mad. We need to put Jacinth down. Oh my gosh, Prism Tower. This looks really bad. It's time I feared has come. It won't be long now before Ange goes rogue as well. Jacinth was behind it all along. Jacinth was the true evil of this. I always knew pink was bad. What'll happen? This excessive mega power I spoke of before, that is that which the tower has been emitting. It will likely cause an explosion of rogue mega evolution across the city. So what you're saying here, AZ, is a bunch of new mega Pokemon. Oh man, we could get Mega Garbodor. Gosh, what other fully evolved? We already got Mega Houndoom. We already got Mega Abomasnow. Gosh, what? Mega Trevenant. Mega Gorgeist. Oh, gosh. There's a lot of new Mega Pokemon we could get if we let this go boom. Don't worry, AZ. Team MZ's gonna take care of it. I mean, but think of the new Mega Pokemon, Tony. You gotta think of all the new Megas. Mega Delibird. I'm sure people want that. Hey, Vinny. This about the tower? It is. The situation looks dire. We need you on this right away. I understand. We'll head out now. Alright, Team MZ, let's regroup in Centrico Plaza. Once Floette is Mega Evolved, she can take on the power of the tower, the power of Ange. Then the tower can assume the form it was always intended to. Ange Floette. You must help the tower attain its true form if we are to stop it from destroying the city. I would only slow you down if I were to go, so I shall remain here and support you from afar. Maybe you can cook us up something good to celebrate when we get back, AZ. You wish for me to cook? That is a fine idea. I'm familiar with so many different cuisines. Floette, good luck. I'm counting on you. Oh yeah, I can imagine Smeargle being a nightmare. I know you'll prove yourself equal to this task, Soul. I'm so grateful that our paths crossed. Hey! A squishy! Squishy's attacking! No! Damage to Centrico Plaza and its vicinity appear to be minimal. Okay. Is that all you have to say, Vinny? Are there any missions? There are no missions. Are there any new Mega Stones at Quasartico? Please. I want Mega Malamar. And Mega Dragalge. Please. Yeah, I don't think I could play competitive. Also, you know what? So, what new Megas could we be seeing? Mega Noivern. Mega Noivern could be cool. We know what? We should start at Zone 1. So, Mega Noivern. Nothing there. Nothing new there. 3. Nothing new there. Nothing. You know what? No, we'll start from we'll do it this way. So, Beedrill, already there. We already know about Raichu, Mega Sewaddle, Mega Talonflame, Mega Diggersby. Okay, okay. As you said, Mega Watchog, Mega Roserade, Mega Gogoat, Mega Pangoro, Mega Esper evolves into Mega Meowstic, Mega Florges. Mega Aegislash, that'd be pretty sick. Mega Arbok, Mega Ariados. So, let's see, that's pretty cool so far. Nothing new from that zone that hasn't been covered. Nothing new from that zone. Mega Hippowdon would be cool. Mega... whatever the ice cream cone is. I don't remember what the ice cream cone's full evolution is. Sorry. Not sorry. Even though I have one. Mega Vanillish. Okay. 8. Mega Crocorock. That'd be cool. Mega Machamp. Mega Carbink. Already did Talonflame. 10. Where's 10? What? There's 10. Mega Slow King. Nothing else from there. I don't know but a few of the... I'm not a Gen 5 hater. I am not a Gen 5 hater. Gen 5 is just the weakest generation as far as my knowledge goes. Gosh, don't spread false rumors, man. Mega... I can't remember the crab's evolution. Mega Furfrou. Mega Stunfisk. Twelve. We already said Delibird. Mega Avalugg. That'd be something. Mega Avalugg. 13. Am I blind? Yes, I am. I already know this. Mega Vivillon. That'd be cool. Could be a bunch of different patterns, too. Let's see. Mega Heliolisk. Mega Emolga. That'd be something. I already said Gorgeist. 16. Nothing new there. Can't say Mega Greninja. 17. Mega Klefki. Mega Klefki could be something. 18 is something we already covered, and 19. Megas of all the evolutions. That, you know what? We don't, not only do we need all the other evolutions, we need all the evolutions to have mega forms as well. Yeah. All the evolutions need mega forms. Alright, but all that little fun aside, Quasartico, please have new Mega Stones. Thank you. I can get my... Okay, so... Wait, I already had Dragalgite. What am I saying? Pyrorite is the only one that I do not have now. And I apparently forgot to give Asclepius his Megastone. Sorry, Asclepius. My bad, man. My bad. Where is it? There it is. That's my bad. Sorry, Asclepius. And Malamarite. There it is. Alright, I've got my full Perma Squad with Megas. We're going to evolve Braixen into Delphox. And that means that there's only three Mons that I do not have for the living decks that I currently possess. Scizor, Steelix, and Metagross are the only Mons that I will be missing for that. As well as whatever this is. No, never mind. I just numbered things wrong. So there is... It's just Metagross. Right? I think Metagross, Steelix, and Scizor are the only ones I am missing. And I do not have but one Metal Coat. So, I need another Metal Coat in order to fully complete my living decks here. And I've got a Metagross, apparently. Never mind. I've got Metagross. Sure, why not? That was an unexpected bonus. But so Living Dex is pretty much as complete as it's going to be for now. Which means that next time on Pokemon Legends ZA, we will finish the game. Probably. I don't know. I'm going to put Metagross away, though. Yeah, we should be finishing the main story here in the next stream. I do need to farm up a few more Mega Shards, and I kind of want to farm experience as well, but I don't know how easily that'll be done. I'll decide what I'm going to farm in between streams. So, I'm sure that the tower is going to be fine for like another week or so. Oh, there's the tower. Yeah, I'm sure that's not going to explode or anything in like a week's time, so it'll be good. So, I've been Solrak Dragon. I hope you've all enjoyed today's stream. If you have, leave me some feedback in whichever way you so see fit. If you don't check out more by me, be sure to check out the channel here on Twitch or YouTube. Same name, same games. There's plenty of content for all to enjoy. And if you are watching this on the YouTube, be sure to drop this video a like, comment down below if you have anything to say, subscribe to the channel. It helps me out and lets you know when new vids come out. And if you want to catch me live, you can always check out the description down below. There are links to the Twitch and Discord, where you can follow or join to get those live notifications. But, once more, thank you all so much for coming out. I hope you enjoyed. Have a fantastic evening, everybody. That is good to know, J6. That is good to know.